Are you silently skipping the one thing that could keep you active, happy, and truly fulfilled after 60 without even knowing it? As we step into our senior years, the world tells us to slow down. Society whispers that this is the time to rest, to ease up, to let the younger generations take the lead. But what if this chapter of life isn't about fading into the background, but about coming alive in ways you never imagined? What if these years are not the twilight, but the long golden hour, when the light is richest and the world is yours for the taking? Picture this. Instead of shrinking your world, you expand it. Instead of moving less, you move differently. Instead of accepting the tired advice about just walking more or eating healthy, you tap into a deeper, richer well of vitality, one that the experts rarely discuss. This is the secret truth of thriving in your senior years. The energy, happiness, and fulfillment you seek are not just in your body. They're in your mind, your purpose, your connections, and the small, surprising joys you allow yourself to rediscover. Let's start with the mind. Decades of living can build up patterns of stress and worry that become so familiar we hardly notice them. But science tells us that the brain is stunningly adaptable, even into our 80s and 90s. Neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to rewire and grow, doesn't just fade away. In fact, studies from Japan have found that seniors over 80 who engage in daily memory games or learn new skills show brain activity similar to people decades younger. The key is not to simply keep busy, but to challenge yourself in ways that feel playful and novel. Try a new language, attempt a puzzle you've never tried before, or learn a new dance move from a video online. Each act of mental novelty is like a spark, lighting up corners of your brain that crave the thrill of the unexpected. But mental agility is only one piece of the puzzle. True senior fitness isn't about pushing yourself through another set of repetitive exercises. It's about rediscovering movement as joyful motion. Think back to your childhood, when running, skipping, and rolling in the grass wasn't working out, it was play. Seniors who thrive don't see movement as a chore, but as a return to this playful mindset. Dancing to your favorite song, especially one that brings back fond memories, can lift your mood, boost your balance, and even improve cognitive function. Gardening barefoot, feeling the soil beneath your toes and the sun on your skin, grounds you, literally and emotionally. In fact, touching nature daily has been shown to lower inflammation markers by nearly a quarter. It's not about tracking steps or calories, it's about moving in ways that make you feel alive. The science of happiness in later life is full of surprises. One of the most powerful yet overlooked secrets is the concept of micro-purposes, tiny, meaningful goals that give each day a sense of structure and excitement. These could be as simple as calling a grandchild, finishing a crossword, or learning to cook a new dish. Research reveals that having a clear reason to get up each morning, no matter how small, can add up to 7 extra years to your life. It's not about grand ambitions or world-changing achievements. It's about the small acts that light up your brain's dopamine pathways, bringing satisfaction and joy. Fulfillment, too, is often misunderstood. The cliché advice is to find a hobby. But real fulfillment comes from feeling deeply useful, knowing that your presence, your wisdom, your actions matter to someone else. Seniors who mentor younger people, whether formally or informally, report far higher satisfaction than those who simply keep busy with solitary activities. This could be as simple as sharing a gardening tip with a neighbor or helping a friend troubleshoot their smartphone. Each act of sharing, each moment of connection strengthens your sense of purpose and belonging. And then there's the power of unpredictability. As we age, it's easy to fall into routines, to avoid the new and unexpected. But research shows that it's the subtle shrinkage of our emotional world, the slow avoidance of challenge and excitement, that truly drains our health and spirit. The antidote? Add just one unpredictable moment to your day. Call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Try a new recipe, or visit a part of your town you've never explored. Let yourself be surprised. These small acts of courage keep your spirit vibrant and your mind sharp. Let's not forget the role of food, not just as fuel, but as a source of mood and motivation. Modern science is uncovering emotional superfoods that go beyond basic nutrition. Saffron, for example, has been shown to elevate mood and combat mild depression. Fermented beetroot supports gut health, which is deeply connected to emotional well-being. Eating well isn't just about restricting sugar or watching your salt. It's about nourishing your body and spirit with foods that help you feel your best. But none of this works in isolation. The single greatest predictor of longevity and happiness in the senior years isn't diet or exercise or even genetics. It's connection. Seniors with just two close social bonds, two friends or family members they can rely on, live up to 50% longer than those without. You don't need a bustling social calendar. You need depth, not breadth. Make it a habit to deepen just one friendship. Call, visit, or write a note to someone who matters. Share a memory, a laugh, or a gentle piece of advice. These are the ties that hold us up, even on the hardest days. So as you reflect on what it means to age well, don't ask, "What should I do to stay healthy?" Instead, ask yourself, "What makes me feel most alive right now?" Pursue that. Chase the spark, the connection, the challenge, the unpredictability. Let go of the old rules about aging and step boldly into the golden hour of your life. You are not winding down. You are awakening. These years can be your most surprising, most powerful, most joyful yet, if you choose to live them on your own terms. This is your time. Shine on and let the world be astonished by what you discover next.